Welcome back, everyone, to Awwll Shit, another podcast. We are your hosts. I am Mr. October.
D-Dub.
And we want to welcome anyone back who tuned in, who's watching us right now. Man, y'all got to hit the subscribe button, man. We ready to go live, but, you can't go live until you get over 1,000 subscribers. So,
right.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button at the bottom of the video. And, make sure you check out our other podcasts. I think we're up to our 5th one. So, again, we want to thank everybody who's been tuning in and showing us support, giving us positive feedback, and we're just going to keep it moving. So, like I said, we're a podcast, just a hip-hop appreciation by two self-proclaimed, in quotations, hip-hop enthusiasts, hip-hop, what else? I got to think of some others. So I'll say the same thing.
What? Enthusiasts,
connoisseurs, gotta think of some other words.
Yeah, we gotta
superlatives.
we gotta get the thesaurus out.
The thesaurus.
The thesaurus out.
So, yeah, this episode we're still gonna stay pretty much in the 80s era, the early eras, and we talked about different stuff. Like the last one we discussed Black consciousness and that movement and how it affected hip hop and how it's lacking pretty much now. Hopefully we get a change coming soon. But and you see the interview with the Rakim interview on Breakfast Club. Did you watch any of it?
I didn't see the Rakim interview on Breakfast Club. I watched the Rakim interview on Wendy Williams.
Hey, what we talking is pretty much fact. Like he pretty much said it that himself, and we did the podcast before he did the interview.
Right.
That he kind of brought. He wasn't really putting it on himself, but he said, he was the one to really bringing the Black consciousness and that kind of thought style to hip hop. Was one of the first ones to do it.
And the way he flowed, he was one of the first to do it. That kind of slow, kind of not really melodic, but kind of slowed it down, not so hype, like you would get from a LL or Beastie Boys. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shout out to Rakim for real though for that movement in hip hop.
Yeah, because it changed the whole direction of the way, like I said, the way the modern rhyme that you hear now basically came from him. So it just like we discussed before about significant changes in hip hop, and one of them is just how it sounded.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about it in this a little bit in this podcast is the music,
the production,
the
producers.
Yeah. Now, when we go early back in the days, like I said, it was mostly a DJ. Like every group just about had a DJ.
Right.
Like it ain't not like nowadays. Well, you ain't even got groups now. It's mostly everything. Like, is there any rap groups out now? I mean, like besides the Migos, like is there? I'm thinking that they're like the only ones, aren't they?
They're about the last rap group that I know of. Yeah, because everyone seems to be individual now.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think I'm thinking out west was because that was damn near 10 years ago. Pac Div and them. And
yeah, the Houston Independent Spit District.
Yeah,
that was 10 years ago.
That was 10 years ago. Like pretty much now, man, the hip hop crew or group. Well, you got crews.
You got crews, but as far as a group.
I think it's just the Migos.
Yeah,
that's all I can think.
When you have multiple rappers on one song, that are not featers, Migos the only group I can think of right now.
That is crazy when you think about it.
Yeah.
Just like, and it's funny how, I know we're getting off subject, but it's funny how music in general shift like that, because think about it, R&B. How many groups do you hear?
There's no more, how many R&B groups and then bands?
Yeah, there ain't.
Remember the R&B group used to be a band.
Yeah, there was a few years ago. I don't know. I'm sure they probably still performing the internet.
The internet. I like that.
Yeah.
Get hip to the internet. That's some good R&B. I like the internet.
Yeah, they got a loose style, but they still play live. Instruments.
Well, the foreign exchange.
But I'm talking about more mainstream.
More mainstream.
Which they should be. Foreign exchange should be mainstream.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about new. They're still kind of older. Like kind of from our generation, they just didn't come together till later. But I'm talking about like there's no like teenage or young in the 20s coming up besides.
And they call them boy bands or whatever, but you got 5 dudes singing on the stage. You're playing no instrument. Okay, okay, Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
About the only band I can think of
right now. But they.
I mean, on R&B.
Just on. Oh, okay.
On the R&B side.
On R&B, there's none.
There's none.
All individuals, or they'll come together. Like that one song I like by Khalid, "On the Way," with he did with Black and what's the dude's name? Oh man, I can't remember his name. He does a lot of writing and production. I don't even know if he even ever had his own album out. Y'all know the song "On the Way" by Khalid and Black and the other dude. It's going. When I think about it, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that's his name." Yeah,
that's what we should name our band. The other dude.
The other dude. The other dudes.
The other dudes. Yeah.
But
another podcast by the other dudes.
Yeah, but that's been missing a lot.
Yeah, it is.
From today, which is good. Hopefully, things go in cycles. It may come back around.
Yeah.
All it takes is one group to come together and really blow up, and then everybody's gonna start copying. Yeah. So. But going back to the topic today was about the music and the direction music went into, and give props to like some of the producers back in the day. Of course, we're gonna miss some. For all the ones we don't mention, it ain't like saying
it's nothing personal.
Miss,
it's just,
we only got an hour show.
Yeah,
so
preacher man would say, "Charge it to my head, not to my heart." So,
right. But going back to the early days, you had like what's his name, Pumpkin. One
of the early producers in rap music.
Pumpkin, Art Baker. I used to like the Johnson Crew.
Yeah,
they did a lot of stuff, but they're more known for like Pac Jam.
Yeah,
the Pac Jam.
Everybody, Pac Jam.
Yeah, it was back then. It was like you had a lot of groups like that, like the like Nucleus and Cybertron and Johnson.
I was a fan of Mantronics. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
to go ahead.
Yeah, I was a fan of Mantronics too.
Mantronics,
yeah.
Curtis.
And Said G with Ultramagnetic MCs.
Yeah, Said G. He also did work on the first Boogie Down Productions. I know Scholar Rock did some beats on there, but Said G was responsible for putting that together. And one of the most influential, probably as far as like I said in the previous podcast, sampling Marley Marl.
Yeah.
Marley Marl and the whole Juice Crew, man. The stuff that he was doing was so innovative that he inspired a whole. I mean, I heard everybody giving up to him, from Pete Rock to RZA to Primo, who was probably my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
But also, don't forget who also goes back to that era, Dr. Dre.
Man,
world-class record.
World-class record. And when we think of Dr. Dre, we just think of
Chronic not Chronic,
but
NWA
and Forward.
Yeah.
We don't think about the world-class record crew, man.
Now, I don't know if Alfonso was doing most of the production.
I thought he was more like the executive producer, kind of like the man
behind and then Dre was just the DJ.
Yeah.
But I think Jerry was actually doing some of the production, a lot of the production on World Class Record. Him and Yellow. Yeah.
Man, you went way back on World Class Record.
Not only did they do like kind of rap, they did R&B too.
Yeah,
because they had Michelle A. before.
That's right.
The song that they really known for, Before You Turn Off the Lights.
That's right.
Yeah, so that young Michelle A. singing on that. But who was probably your favorite? I already know. Who was your favorite production?
Oh, you already know it's the Bomb Squad. Come on, man. You already know it's the Bomb Squad.
Stephanie Shockley, Hank Shockley.
Yeah, that Shockley brothers, Bill Stephanie. Yeah, man. And the first three Public Enemy albums, the sound was just so crazy.
Four.
Yeah, we can go 4.
Apocalypse 91.
Apocalypse 91. And that's really the one that's forgotten about.
Yeah.
Apocalypse, because
man, it was some songs on there too, man. That was crazy.
Yeah, that one gets forgotten about because for me, and that's my fault because once you hear a song like Black Steel in the Hour of Chaos off of the second PE album, that shit.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Brothers gonna work it out. And
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, man. don't forget Shut 'Em Down was on Apocalypse 91.
Yep, that was on there.
Shut 'Em Down. By the time I get to Arizona, that Lost at Birth, that beginning, the one they used in Pineapple Express.
Yeah, Lost at Birth was on Apocalypse 91.
That was the beginning song. That was like the intro. Clear the way for the S1W.
And that's
that
what
crazy
was so
song.
crazy.
Yeah, they would always use them crazy sounds.
The crazy samples, and then the other thing is, like, if you listen to some songs, they'll sample a guitar riff, like maybe 2 or 3 seconds of a guitar riff that makes the song like that, bing, and that's it.
And they might even flip it back. They might even play in reverse,
right?
And put a high pitched sound over it. And this is crazy. The Bomb Squad.
Yeah, the Bomb Squad's got to be. I already know you're gonna say the Bomb Squad. So.
Yeah, the Bomb Squad. But then, man, I gotta give an honorable mention probably to Prince Paul and the stuff he was doing with De La Soul, Jungle Brothers, a Tribe Called Quest. You know, the stuff that he was doing was like innovative too. Wasn't nobody sampling stuff like that either.
Nobody was doing skits.
Yeah, until De La Soul.
Prince Paul with De La Soul.
Yeah, I mean,
excuse me.
Yeah, no, I mean they were probably the first rap group to introduce skits in between songs or little breaks.
Yeah, little snippets.
And that influenced a whole generation.
It was the first time I heard those skits. I didn't like it. I loved the De La 3 Feet High and Rising. Loved it.
Skits got on your nerves.
Skits got on my nerves.
It was almost every song they had a little skit.
What was this bullshit? Damn.
Yeah. You got it later.
It honestly just went over my head. And that's what it was.
Yeah, I heard that a lot. A lot of people say, man, you know, the skit, but when you see how it connects everything, you're like, okay. Because I'm like, damn, what De La Orgy? What the hell is this?
Yeah.
They having sex in the middle of the damn song? What the hell's going on? Yeah, but Prince Paul, man, and also you had at the time coming in the young Teddy Riley.
Man,
how old was Teddy Riley when he did the show?
Was it 16, 17? Very young. At most 18. At most 18. And you know, one of Teddy Riley's, one of my favorite songs by Teddy Riley was "How You Like Me Now" by M.O.D.
Yep.
Man.
And then also he did songs for the Redhead Kingpin.
Yep.
That what song did he do? Do the Right Thing. That Do the Right Thing. Yeah. He had a Big Bub sing on it. From today, he became the lead singer today.
Big Bub, I thought Big Bub was always solo, so he did come lead and say, okay.
Yeah, today. Okay. Remember the group Today?
Yeah, I remember the group Today.
They had a song in House Party. The one song from House Party. Why you get funky on me? Yeah, that was Big Bub.
Okay.
Today. He also did Heavy D, the boy. He did a couple songs for it.
He did. I forgot about that. He did do it. And Heavy D, you know, that was the guy. Who seen a big man dance like that?
Yeah.
Just the big stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably like the first big, big man that you would see really getting out there and grooving like
and
that.
Dancing.
Making and dancing good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, your favorite, who was the, your Run DMC, who was the producer that did a lot of their early stuff? What was his name?
It wasn't Ruben.
Larry,
that's right.
Larry Smith.
Larry.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a different Larry.
That's a different Larry.
My fault. Larry put me inside the Cadillac, and the chauffeur drove off, and we never came back.
Yeah, Larry Smith. I know he did the Sucker MCs. Them early. He might have did some. No, that was Rick Rubin who did LL Cool J.
Yeah, I think he did LL's first one. Yeah. But the Sucker MCs is one of the reasons a lot of us bought Run DMC cassettes back then. Mm-hmm. We just wanted to hear what Sucker MC was coming out.
Yeah, yep.
You know, because it was lined up 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you got the main track or the track that you hear on the radio, but we was like, oh, we want to hear that new Sucker MC.
Yeah. And then you had who else? Mark the 45 King. He was doing a lot of stuff. I know he did some stuff. He was doing some stuff, I think, because, you know, another shout out, man. We gotta give a shout out to Jersey, man.
Yeah.
We always give New York love, but shout out to Jersey, man. Jersey was putting out, like, man, I used to love the poor righteous teachers.
Yeah.
How could we forget about them in the
talk about consciousness,
man.
Apologies
to Wise Intelligent. I'm following him on IG. If you ever come across this, you probably watch. If you watched the last episode before this one, please watch. I hope you watch this one. We apologize because can't forget the poor righteous teacher.
I don't know how that slipped up my. And see, that's what we was talking about. How we ain't even scratched the surface on hip hop, or rap music. And I keep saying hip hop, but I mean rap music because there's so many groups that something as simple as that would just slip your mind. And I'm pretty sure we're missing PRT. We're probably missing somebody else,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, chalking up the old age shit, man.
Old age and just having so much information. Sometimes you just put out what you can.
And it's information overload, too, because, like you said, there's just so much information. There's so much out there. That's why we say, if we miss something, tell us. If we got something wrong, tell us, Don't be afraid to hit Google.
Yeah, don't be afraid to post in comments, like negative or positive. Like, y'all don't know what the F y'all talking about. Yeah. just leave us a comment.
Leave a comment.
Hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button first. Yeah. Then leave a comment. Then
leave a nasty comment.
Yeah.
But shout out to Jersey too, man. We give Philly the props, but shout out to Jersey. And man, like Marker 45 King stuff he was doing with the Flavor Unit with like when Queen first came out. It wasn't Nature of a Sister, another mistake. It was
All Hail the Queen.
All Hail the Queen.
Yeah.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
I think Nature of a Sister.
The second one. That's the one she did. Wasn't that?
I don't even know if that was her title. That might have
was
been
that Moni Love? Not Moni Love.
It might have been somebody.
Was it Moni Love?
No, Moni Love was something else.
Nature.
Yeah, shout out from
Yeah, and then that's another thing. Rappers from England. Slick Rick from England. Originally. Moni Love. So we gotta get overseas rappers. We'll get to that too.
Mm-hmm. But shout out to Jersey and all, everybody that came out of there. So EPMD, Eric Sherman, they were doing all their production in house too. So
and then as we get on, we're gonna talk about the Redmans, the DOS effects.
Yeah, that once we get
90s, but. Yeah. I'm saying that now, so when we get to that later, hopefully I don't forget.
Oh, we ain't forgetting Redman. No, Red is my top 5.
Top 10 rapper.
Yeah.
He can definitely be in your top 10. Easy.
Mm-hmm. And another.
Go ahead.
Well,
I was just saying, especially now, because Red's still smashing it.
And another person that he died kind of young, but Paul C. He did a lot, what I'm saying, especially around the era with Stetsasonic and all them. But I know Pete Rock used to give him a lot of props on his drums about it. He had like a crazy drum pattern that that he used. So, but he died early. Like I think he died like in like 87 or 88. I'm not sure what year. So, Daddy O from Stetsasonic and Don't sleep on Full Force either.
They were producers.
They were producers, writers and producers.
I think I forget because whenever I think of Full Force, the first thing that comes to mind is the Lisa Cole
Jam. Yeah, well, they did stuff with that too.
But what I'm saying is, you don't think of them in terms of the scope of the hip hop, but they were part of hip hop. Yeah, so
they did a lot of stuff with Howie T. Because remember, Hitman Howie T is another one.
I'm sorry, Chubb Rock's first album.
Mm-hmm. I'm a DJ Innovator.
Yeah, DJ Innovator. Produced by Hitman Howie T. Because it's hard to find, it's rare, so you may have to order it from a record store, or you may just have to YouTube it. But because if you look up Chubb Rock on most music sites now, it would do a second album on. But that first one he did, DJ Innovator with Hitman Howie T, you got to get that. That Chubb Rock, man, classic. That's a classic one.
I was in, I think, 11th grade when that came out.
I think I was either a senior in high school or I just graduated when I first heard DJ Innovator with Hitman, Howie T, and Chubb Rock.
That was a dope stuff, that sample. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't even a sample. I think it was somebody singing in the background doing that melody.
What? I'm a DJ Innovator.
That might have been a cut.
I think that was a cut.
That was a cut. Okay.
Yeah. Because I think in New York, they were able to sample a song and then put it on a record.
On wax.
On wax itself, then the DJ could cut it.
Okay, like make it like a break.
Make it like a break, yep.
Okay. Yeah, learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day. But yeah, Hitman Howie T, man, you know, they like that one song, you know, I wasn't really a fan of hers, but I used to like that song by her, The Real Roxanne, that's good. Bang Zoom, Let's Go.
Yeah,
remember that? Yeah.
I wasn't a big fan of I just like the one song The Real Roxanne had, and it was okay for me. Maybe because it was Roxanne Shante was just, you know, that was my girl, you know.
Yeah, so
it was kind of
yeah.
I'm hating. I was being a hater. You know.
So yeah, but
I've been a scrub, so yeah.
Yeah, but so no, she she was all right.
Yeah.
Then she was easy on the eyes too.
That was the thing. She did look good.
Yeah. So
that's when
shout out to The Real Roxanne.
That's when light skinned girls was in style.
They always in style. They always in style.
That was just a joke, man. Yeah. We always get the light skinned girls.
But it's the light skinned brothers.
That's the light skinned brothers. Yeah, light skinned brothers was still
light skinned women, dark skinned women. They always been in style.
That is true for me anyway. I love them both, man. Shit. I'm sorry, I am married, but let me chill out. Go ahead.
But yeah, man, music took a lot of directions. Started in the late '80s, and like I said, one of my favorite producers of all time started in the '80s, DJ Primo.
Yeah.
I said that No More Mr. Nice Guy. When that came out, it also changed direction of how music sounded and how people sampled. You know, as far as another big step forward, like as far as Rakim with rhyming and ushering in the modern rhyme, as far as modern sampling, I give Prince Paul his props too for that too.
Yeah.
But Primo's always been my favorite of all time.
I've always liked Primo because you knew his song, no matter, none of the beats sounded the same, but you knew it was a Primo production, just from the overall sound.
Yep.
And I like the way he scratched. I like his scratch pattern. It just ain't the regular, you know, jigga. You know, it would be like, you know.
Yeah, it would be a little different.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely shout out to Primo, man. He's a hell of a producer. Yeah. But
what was your favorite, I don't know, what's probably your favorite beat from the 80s? Is it hard to pick one? It's got to probably from the Bomb Squad. I don't know, man. We'll put it like this. One of the songs that still gives, like, when I hear it, and it still gives me, like, chills, and it's really the music, probably, man, Rebel Without a Pause by Public Enemy.
You already say that, bro.
It's just like, it still gives me, like, chills, like, when I first hear it. Like, if I don't listen to it for a long time, when I hear it again, it's like I'm hearing it for the first time. It's just that, then the then it's just
when he says yes and that beat drops in,
and then
you hear that squeal.
That wood squeal.
Yeah, man. I was just when you said the beat that just gets you hyped and it's Rebel Without a Pause.
Yeah, that's a good working out song too.
And then I have to give honorable mention to Welcome to the Terror Dome.
Yeah.
Because when you hear that dun 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 dun, and then when it's and when it comes in, man, that's that's a.
But that was 90.
I'm sorry,
that was 90.
But the problem is when I listen to Rebel Without a Pause, I gotta listen to Welcome to the Terror Dome
right
behind
after,
it.
Yeah.
And then by that time, I'm so hyped up. I'm like, I can't go home like this, man. I mess around and tear up the whole house, man.
Man, you listen to that song, either of them songs, if you want to get somewhere quick on the highway, you ain't scared of getting a ticket, them two songs you can put on. Rebel Without a Pause and Welcome to, you're going to be doing 90 at least. Everybody get out the way.
But if we want to go back to the 80s, Don't Believe the Hype. Because, again, once you hear that, once you hear the beginning of that song, you're already like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it don't really give me hype.
It don't get you. Well, no, not like Rebel Without.
I mean, I put Bring the Noise over that. As far as like giving the energy.
Okay.
You hear that?
Yeah.
How low can you go? Death Row.
Man.
And then it's just that, see,
yeah, we
the Bomb Squad.
The Bomb Squad. That's why they're my favorite.
If you need a if you need a workout song, put it like this: if you need some workout songs, go get or stream, download. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back by Public Enemy. You'll be drenching sweat.
What about MPE off the first album?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah, that one. But I'm talking about like. I'm talking about something just to give you to make you just want to give you energy and want to just
run through
a 1,000 on the plate.
I'll give you Rebel Without a Pause. I can't disagree with that at all. That's that's fine. Like I said, if you ain't afraid to get that ticket on the highway,
put it on the Public Enemy period.
Yeah,
they get you hyped. But yeah, that's like I said, the '80s, man, like. I'll stress it again, like to all the younger generation or anybody young who might be seeing this or watching this, just take a look back and appreciate where the music that you listening to now and that you love, take a look back and see where it came from and take appreciation for it. Like we ain't saying you got to be bumping it in your iPod, but it's always good to go back and research to see where you came from or where the stuff that you get the luxury of listening to now. All the stuff that it went through to get to where it's at.
Some of your favorite producers and rappers were influenced by some of the groups that we talk about.
Yeah, and if they weren't influenced, they influenced the person, the artist that influenced them.
Right.
So, like, you can't deny that.
Nah.
You can't deny that.
Nah, you can't, man. For real.
So, like I said, we might do one more podcast. Touching on some topics of the 80s. I actually wanted to we'll always go back and explore because we will be trying to get some more people in here.
I was born in 1970, so I'm a 70s, 80s kid.
Yeah. So we'll try to get eventually we'll have more people in here to add their input and insight, and
if you hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
We'll
go live.
We go live and get more people in here.
Y'all can start joining us.
Yeah. And join us on the live conversation.
Man, we got 25 subscribers right now. Hey. Another, 1,975 more to go. It will be there. No, not 19. We only need not 2,000. We need 1,000.
Okay, so we
975.
975
more.
So we got 25 at 5. So that's 5 podcasts. 25 at 5. Hey, we almost there.
We almost there. Yeah. So I'm glad we touched on that. But like I said,
But we do enjoy the people who listen, who subscribe and haven't subscribed. We were just messing with y'all, man.
Yeah.
We got to have some fun here. We can't be serious all the time.
Yeah, exactly. But so to change the subject a little bit, this Amber Guyger.
I was going to ask you, what was your thoughts on that?
Well, when the verdict came in and everybody was celebrating, I wasn't the one to really celebrate.
Right.
Because I know that guilty verdict and the sentencing are two different things.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay. I was surprised they found her guilty, you know what I'm saying? They didn't try to get her on a lesser charge or anything.
Right.
But I was like, I always was like, I don't know. Let me just see until sentencing. Then when the sentencing came in, I was like, well, there you have it.
Yeah. So, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying that ain't really too much more I can say. I mean, it was like you expected it. You expected her to get off.
I expected a lesser charge.
Yeah.
Of manslaughter. You got to take your victories, and I hate to say it like that, because our last victory was OJ. If you call that a victory, and by no means I mean someone getting murdered and getting away with murder a victory, but it's not often that when you have these situations that it's usually gone in the direction of no one's being punished for these crimes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And despite how you feel about OJ and whether you think he did it or not, at that time, for us. For black people, that was a victory because, normally black people don't get away with nothing.
Nothing, especially a black man murdering two white people.
Yeah, a white woman. He murdered a white woman. Allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Murdered a white woman.
Allegedly.
Yes, let's put allegedly on there. Murdered a white woman. So when this verdict came down, I was surprised at the verdict of murder, but I was more surprised. No, I was more surprised at the guilty verdict of murder than the 10 years, because I didn't think she was going to get a lot of time. And, you know, I was surprised she got that much.
Yeah.
You know, are you happy with the verdict or the sentencing phase? You know, she got found guilty of murder. You know, and it sucks that we have to take it the way it is. This is how we've been treated for the last, 500 years that we've been in this country.
As far as justice, American
justice. As far as justice, because I brought up today the young black man that was murdered at the mall when there was a shooting at the mall. He had a license to carry a weapon. He had his weapon on him, holstered, running just like everybody else. This is what black people do. Even though we got guns, if somebody's shooting, we running. Mm-hmm. And the police saw him running, shot and killed this, young man. And later it came out they shot the wrong person. You didn't hear about nobody being investigated, nobody going to jail. They talk about it a little bit, but to me it sounds like they're sweeping it under the rug. So, when we talk about victories, that's an example. You know what I'm saying? How many times has a black person been murdered by the hands of the police? And
right.
They were murdered, tried, convicted by the police officer, murdered, and absolutely nothing's been done. Well, and it's still happening. So, and it's going to continue to happen. Now, what's the solution to the problem? Without being, going to war, I don't have a quick and easy solution, because training's not it. You're trained. They go through police academy. They go through training. So the color of your skin shouldn't even matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it does, and it always
well, it
will.
does. Yeah, it does. But I'm saying,
until they take the human element out of police, it's always going to be that transgression where you see. So it's like if you're a white person and you see another white person, your amount of empathy is going to be stronger because you're seeing your reflection of yourself, the same color. But your empathy ain't going to be the same when you see a black person. Yeah. It's not. And not saying all police, like I said, like we said on the previous podcast, I'm going to talk about the bad ones. I don't give a F what y'all can say. There's bad police out there, and I'm going to talk about it.
And the bad apple spoils the bunch.
Yeah. So and then the ones that are good, if they speak up, they putting themselves at risk.
Right.
Because they're breaking the blue code or whatever.
Blue code, the code of science.
And you do have your partner to count on you, to have your back, to watch you, to protect your life. So if you disrupt the sanctity of that by exposing bad ones, you're pretty much, you would have to quit.
Yeah.
You couldn't stay on the force.
Or police by yourself, which you don't want to do.
And then you can't even do that. So
yeah, I couldn't be a police officer.
Yeah, I couldn't. Because first of all, you gotta have dickhead. I mean, I don't care if you're a good policeman or not. You gotta have dickhead tendencies. You got to. I mean, you gotta be a dickhead, mm-hmm. Because and sometimes you have to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. On the flip side, the way I feel for policemen, I don't have the patience to be a policeman.
I have zero patience.
I couldn't deal with some of the shit that they deal with.
I pull you over for speeding. And you, what the fuck you pulled me over? Hey man, I'm gonna need you to tone that down just a little bit.
Yeah, I stay Billy Club in most.
Right, because if I pull you over for speeding and I show you speeding, whatever, let's not argue about it, man. Just take the ticket, go pay the fine, and then keep it moving.
Or fight it in court.
Fight it in court.
I don't want to hear the shot, so I don't have the patience. I don't have dickhead tendencies, and I don't have the patience to deal with idiots out there. So
right.
It ain't about being scared. Like I fear no man but the Lord.
Yeah, I fear no man but God.
But I just don't have patience. That's why I couldn't be a CO.
Yeah, no. And
I don't have the patience.
Yeah, CO.
But they say good, but
nothing.
I couldn't
nothing
do it.
Because like I'm like you, man. Look, I could just shoot this motherfucker in the leg, man, and just be done with it.
He ain't gonna say I can just hit it. I can hit him with the taser. Man, shut the fuck.
Well, see, the reason why I said shoot him in the leg, because it ain't. When you're limping, you think about it.
Yeah.
I can shock you. You're worse. You might, shit on yourself, but
yeah.
I don't want to shoot you.
I don't want to kill you.
I don't want to kill you. I just like really graze.
So you shut the fuck up.
Just like a graze. So when you see that scar, you like, man, I was talking crazy. He really
could have
killed me, but he didn't. So the next time I see Officer Worthington, maybe I'll just have a different tone.
Like this new crazy. But I seen something on BET. They got a show coming out called Undercover.
Yeah.
American Undercover, talking about watching the police and all that. I don't know exactly what it's about. If they actually doing an expose on police or got people like guerrilla show where people filming police and that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna check it out, see what's going on.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out.
But the hugging thing, with what people fail to realize, I guess there's another picture going around with the judge. Well, okay, to rewind a little bit, I'm sure everybody's seen the picture of the judge hugging Amber, the Guyger, and her brother hugging her after the verdict was called, and also a picture of the judge crying on stage. Well, not actually crying, but wiping tears, and giving the victim a Bible and all that.
Well, no, not the victim.
I mean, not the victim, giving Amber the Bible.
A Bible for her to take the jail.
And also the video of the bailiff brushing Amber's hair with her hand. Yeah, there's a video, like fixing her hair with her hand. Now, people tried to say that maybe she was checking, because it was after the murder, after they charged her, found her guilty. They said maybe they was checking for like razors or whatever, to make sure she didn't commit suicide. But you're not gonna be checking for razors with your bare hand.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
So people have on gloves. So
yeah, people say anything on the internet to try to deflect. But also, what the media hasn't showed, that there is also a picture of the judge hugging the victim's family. So the media only put out one picture to make it look like they were showing she just hugged Amber.
Right.
But she also, I guess it was a hug fest, basically.
Yeah.
They hugs for everybody, like Mark said.
You see the meme? OJ didn't get his hug. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Too soon.
Yeah, R. Kelly was like, y'all still giving out hugs and forgiveness. I mean, so. Hey man, the internet, the SIG, like Young Mom said, the SIG committee is in effect.
Right.
You can't do nothing, boy. They be ready, man.
Dave Chappelle told you that on Sticks and Stones.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, I'm gonna try to, take your money, take something. I'm coming after you.
Yeah.
Just because I see you doing this on the internet.
Yep.
And real quick, I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
But I give, hugging this lady for the act that she did and forgiveness. I give you all the props in the world. I don't know if
Talking about the brother?
The brother. I don't know if I could do it. You know what I'm saying? That's
just
me
Greg,
personally.
Eric, if a white woman come in my apartment and said it was hers and shoot me and y'all hug her after the session, I'm haunting y'all.
You coming back.
I'm coming back as
I'm coming back as a whack beat.
I'm coming back as a ghost. I don't know, as a poltergeist. Not even a ghost. You ain't even gonna see me. I'm just gonna be throwing shit everywhere.
Oh man.
Knocking y'all upside the head every time I get.
I'm coming back as a whack beat.
Nah, y'all can forgive. Like, I don't mind him.
The forgiveness,
but the actual hug, like, that's just too far. But like I said, that's for him. Maybe he needed that to soothe his heart, the hate that maybe he had in his heart. Or
we don't know how angry he really was or is. And probably that hug was like
just a release. So, but I couldn't do it. I know I couldn't. If somebody did that to my family members, even if I was Christ-like and forgiveness, I would give them that forgiveness to help me so it ain't on my brain. Because like they say, you hate somebody, they taking energy from you.
Yeah.
So I would extend my forgiveness, but when if I hug you, I might strangle you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let go.
Yeah, I might break it back.
You choke my brother.
Yeah,
man.
So I couldn't do it. So.
But shout out to the one thing.
Hey, whatever helps him. It's his family. I mean, it was his brother, and even the father said he wanted to possibly be friends with her. So I don't think the mom was as forgiving, but I know his father. Yeah, the father and the brother, they were.
It takes a lot for a black woman. I mean, she says she forgives, but the reality is, black women they don't forget.
Yeah,
they may forget. They don't forget because it's going to come up again.
Yeah, because she's not going to do the 10 years. She probably if she get in there and do the right thing, the most she'll probably do is maybe 7 at the most, 7.5 at the most. If everything goes, but I'm looking at maybe 2.
I'm looking
3.
at 5 max.
Looking at 5
max that she'll do. You know, and she's gonna have to be in protective custody. She's
she's gonna get the piece. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I know women's prison ain't probably as. Or is it? I don't know.
I ain't never been to a women's prison. Don't want to go either. You know.
I seen the Orange is the New Black. I know.
Yeah.
I know how it can get. It can get violent, but at the same time,
Hey, any women been in prison? Leave some comments. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Was she making it PC, or is there predators out there?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like. I mean. She was a regular person. She was a police officer.
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. She's a police officer.
Yeah. So that might be an added attraction for somebody to do something.
Yeah.
But enough about that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's keep it moving.
Man, this is the best time of the year. Ain't it? You got in a few more weeks.
Basketball starts.
It's gonna be basketball, football,
and the World Series.
All of them all at once.
Everything going on at the same time, man.
Yeah, I see your boys pulled it off Monday.
Yeah, well, we beat the
Bungles.
We beat the Cincinnati Bearcats Monday night.
Shout
out to all my Steelers fans out there. Hopefully,
did you watch the game?
Yeah, I watched it because I wanted to actually say I witnessed us winning. Because we got Lamar Jackson this Sunday. And for anybody who don't know, it's October the 5th, so October the 6th, the Steelers play the Baltimore Ravens, man. That Lamar Jackson is something special, man.
The Browns had something for him, though.
Yeah, but that's the Browns. They got a different attitude. Yeah. So I like the Browns. I have to give them all props in the world. They really scared me coming out the.
You gonna jump ship?
No.
Never that.
No.
Oh yeah, I never asked you. How long have you been so we can make it we can get it on camera. How long have you been a Steelers fan? Like what? You remember the year?
I think the year that really started digging them was 77.
So Bradshaw.
Yeah, because the 70, I was born in 1970, so 74 when they won their first 74, 75, 70, whenever they won their first 2 Super Bowls, I knew football, I watched it, but I didn't know.
What really?
It didn't really click, and it didn't. But 77, 78, when I first started playing football when I was in fourth grade. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So around that time when I first started playing football for Little Tigers, that's when I started watching Steelers, and I liked them.
What made you like the Steelers? Besides them, was it because they won the Super Bowl?
I think because they was just popular.
They're popular. Yeah.
And then when I got older to understand football, how they played football, and it's borderline dirty.
Back then, yeah.
Yeah, back then. Oh yeah. I mean, you think play now?
What was it?
Jack Lambert, Jack Ham,
Mean
Joe Green, L.C. Greenwood, Mel Blount. Them and the hits. They were allowed to hit the quarterback, hit the wide receiver all the way down.
Wasn't
the
no
field.
targeting.
The targeting. Yeah, you was a target. If
the
football came your way, you was a target for sure. That's the target, you know what I mean? So
about 77.
Yeah, and that's why, and then as I got older, people were, you like the Steelers? So I'm an antagonist. I'll root for the team that you hate just to make you mad. Just to argue with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love football, and if your team is good, your team is good. It ain't about being a fan. I'm a fan of the sport more than the fan of the team. I'm just a fan of the Steelers because it bothers people. I'm from Ohio. How can you root for Pittsburgh?
I know, man. It's like to me, it's the quad. I call it the sport quad. It's like, people, you my boy, and I love you. But it's always the people from Ohio that love Steelers, Michigan,
yep,
Yankees, and the Spurs. I can't stand them.
Or Lakers. There's a lot of Ohio fans. Lakers fans too.
Yeah. But those are 4 teams that I can't stand.
Yeah.
I can't stand. I can't. But it's funny because in the 80s, guess who was my favorite college basketball team?
Who? UK.
No, like I said, I hate Michigan. Guess who was my always? Michigan was always.
Really?
Because Gary Grant went to Michigan. He was from Camp McKinley. He played against my cousin in high school. And Gary Grant was I was a young buck with 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, I remember Gary Grant playing.
And watching Gary Grant.
I remember him lighting up, I think it was Dunbar in the state championship.
Yeah, Gary the General Grant.
Yeah,
he was my favorite player growing up, as far as, watching on TV in college, high school, college. But when he went to Michigan, I followed that. I think he went there in 84, 85.
Yep.
And Michigan was always
80. Yeah, it had to be 84 because Michigan won it all in 89.
He wasn't there then.
And he was already graduated like 1 or 2 years past his graduation. So
and then it extended to I liked him in 89, 90. But when Fat Five got there, I still liked him.
Everybody liked the Fat Five. Man.
So I always liked. But as far as NFL, I started liking San Diego probably in 81. I probably was 11 years old.
You talking about the Chuck Muncie era, right?
Yeah, Dan Fouts. Wes Chandler, Kelly Winslow Sr.
Man, that was a hell of
the Air Coryell era.
John Jefferson.
John Jefferson.
Yep. Man, Air Coryell. You right about that, man. Coryell. And I think when we was younger, what excited is the play itself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you know what made me like them?
Colors.
Yeah, the colors and the helmets. Man,
the lightning bolts is.
I was what? How old was I? 8 years old. I just like the lightning bolts, and that's what made me gravitate. That I used to draw like I'd be in class and doodling, and I would draw the helmet. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason why I like. And then they passed a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, the Air Coryell era. Don Coryell was the head coach, and he was known for his passing attack.
Yeah, passing.
It was one of the most potent and innovative at the time. Like you had the Jets in the late '60s and the '70s that had that kind of did the little passing.
Right.
And then you had Fran Tarkenton with Minnesota. But nobody did it like.
Fran Tarkenton was one of the first scrambling quarterbacks.
Yeah.
To take off
kind of like the run and shoot.
Yeah.
They kind of.
But nobody did it like Coryell.
No,
you're right about that.
No, man, they was getting 350 yards every game back then.
You look at
the defense. The only reason I don't think they couldn't win at all because their defense sucked.
Yeah.
Everything was put in the offense, nothing in the defense.
You're right.
But yeah, they had, that was probably my 81. So,
okay, yeah. But I know you're an Ohio State fan.
Oh, always Buckeyes, always. All my cousins went to Ohio State.
Yeah.
So I used to go down there in summertime. Sometimes you could bring relatives down there.
Nice.
I go visit. You know what I'm saying? So,
nice. I mean, I do like Ohio State's football team. I'll keep it 100. They outside of what you see now going on with the Alabama Clemsons. Mm-hmm. Ohio State's probably, I'll put them at number. I mean, I know they're ranked 5th, but I'm talking about just in the last 10 years, they're probably the 2nd or 3rd best team. Because Alabama obviously won all them championships. With the new era. But Ohio State's been right there.
Didn't Ohio State beat them 1 year?
Yeah, they did. Won a national championship.
They won a national championship with a 3rd string?
Yeah, the 3rd string quarterback. But then they came back and floated a dud against Clemson, which I didn't understand because, in my opinion, they had more talent than Clemson. Yeah. Clemson had the speed on the outside for the receivers, but if Ohio State would have just pounded that ball, man, there's not a team that can beat them, man. If they run, I don't understand that Urban Meyer concept of run the quarterback or make him throw, 40 times when I got studs at running back.
Yeah. And you got a quarterback that can run too.
Yeah.
So you got that threat. But yeah, man. So
let's keep it moving.
Let's keep it moving. Before we get out of here, we're gonna get ready to end this. We like to do our 5 obscure list.
Yeah.
And we're gonna start with one. What was your favorite cartoon? Dog from a cartoon out of all time.
All time, I'm gonna go with Snoopy.
Snoopy
when he was the flying ace.
Oh man, that's one of the greatest ever. When he played the Red Baron.
Yep.
Man, Snoopy, man, for a character that never said really nothing but mumble.
Yeah.
Man, he brought a lot to Charlie Brown. If you take away him, man, it ain't the same.
And then he had his cat with him, the bird.
But you remember the what's the one where they were boat racing?
Yeah.
He had his own boat.
He had his own boat.
And everybody else was crashing. They was floating by him like.
Yeah. I said Snoopy, man, as a dog, he was, and he didn't, like you said, he didn't say a lot, mumbled a little bit, but you knew what he was talking about, what he was doing when he was doing it. So Snoopy for me, man. Who's your cartoon dog?
Said Snoopy, man. Oh man, I gotta go with Scooby. Well, dang. No, it's between Underdog and Scooby Doo.
Oh, okay.
Because of the shoe shop, man, I like Underdog because he used to rhyme. He talked in rhymes,
yeah,
man.
he did.
Talked in rhymes.
Yeah.
One of the first rappers. But I'm gonna go, man. See, Scooby Doo is an overall better cartoon.
Overall,
yeah,
I agree,
but
completely.
But I'm gonna go with Underdog, man.
Just focus on the dog, Underdog. That's a good one, man.
I'm gonna go with Underdog. That the kid, the 6-7-year-old in me gonna say Underdog.
Okay.
But Scooby Doo's a better cartoon, but Underdog.
Yeah, as an overall cartoon, I will give it to Scooby Doo. Yeah.
So, all right. Number 2. Favorite. Who was out of all of Spider-Man's villains? Who was your favorite villain out of all Spider-Man's villains?
Man, I don't know why, but I always liked Rhino.
Rhino.
I think because he just ran through things.
He wasn't too bright.
Yeah, he wasn't real bright. It wasn't much to him. You know what I'm saying? His superpower is that he was just, he had a hard head.
Yeah.
That was.
And he was strong.
He was strong. That was just it. He wasn't very smart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that. I don't know. He was just plain and simple. I just like Rhino. How about yourself, man?
Me, I want to say the Goblin, Green Goblin, but I don't know, man. When I think about what's the Carnage, man, Carnage was just so vicious, man. I might go with Carnage.
Go with Carnage?
I want to say Venom too, but I'm gonna go with Carnage.
Okay.
Carnage probably my favorite.
All right, yeah, that's a good one.
Because he was ruthless. Like he actually, like if you follow him, I mean, and he was a little bit more. I don't know. He was psychotic in the cartoon too.
Yeah.
But in the comic book, he was really killing people, like slicing people up. So it was crazy.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Carnage.
I like that.
Favorite horror movie from the 80s. And Friday the 13th started in 1980. So you can add that in there.
Favorite horror movie?
But this is going to be hard because you got, 70s with some good ones, but 80 ushered in really the slasher.
The slasher era. Because Nightmare on Elm Street, was that 80?
Yeah. That was in the 80s.
That was one that probably scared me the most. Because I think I mentioned this.
Because you didn't want to sleep.
Yeah. It's just like, how can someone kill you in your dreams? Like, whatever he did to you in your dreams was actually physically happening to you in real life.
Yeah, so you couldn't.
But it would seem like, because remember they had the Dream Fighters, and they tried to fight him, but it was like,
Dream
Warriors. We got stronger in our dreams, and he got stronger.
Yeah. He had more ability.
Yeah, like
I'm master of this world.
Right, I'm the master of this world. Right now, I'm gonna go with Nightmare on Elm Street. Because there were so many horror movies that came out. Going from 80 to, if you're going talking 80 to 89.
Yeah, The Shining was at 80.
Yeah. Well, even though Halloween started in the 70s, some of the better ones were in the 80s. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like the first original one. They
You
kind
like
of
the
got
first one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah.
I think they got you didn't like the...
I like the other ones with the little girl.
No, the one with the witch. The one that
Season of the Witch. Which didn't have nothing to do with...
Yeah. Put the head...
they were all good, but
the thing on your head would turn into snakes.
You got Children of the Corn.
Oh, I forgot about Children. That's where... Children. That's why I said I need to come back to it, because Children of the Corn was creepy too, man.
Yeah. And you think about it, they never show the creature.
No, they didn't.
They didn't show what it was.
But it took Isaac away, but it was a flame at that point.
Yeah.
What about Salem's Lot? That was probably
that was
probably 70s.
Yeah, that was 79.
Okay.
79. But that was a TV movie that was scary. Made for TV.
Yeah, but it was actually a movie.
Yeah, it was a movie. Yeah.
But they did make it for TV. Salem's Lot.
For me, man, I might have to go with Children of the Corn, man. Like that movie always creeped me out, man.
Like all these kids just killed all the adults off.
Yeah,
it was out in the middle of corn with Isaac and Malachi.
Yeah, it was just extra creepy. I mean, you got Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Both of them, 1 and 2, that was good, and you had like, a few others. There was a lot of slasher films back then, but
One Who Sits Behind the Rose, man, that damn Children of the Corn.
Yeah, Children.
Because if you lived in Springfield, real quick, I don't mean to cut you off.
Oh, you good?
If you lived in Springfield, there was a Crybaby Bridge, and on your way to Crybaby Bridge, you had to drive down this road, and around this time of the year, when we actually got rain, corn stalks could be like 6 to 7 feet tall, and it's on both sides of the road with no street lights out there. So if you're driving out, it's creepy because you're just driving down this long dark road.
Corn stalks
on both sides. I mean, for miles. And you like at any minute somebody gonna jump out, and then at that point I'm gonna run you over. I'm not gonna stop and see if you're okay. I'm not going to help you before cell phones, so nobody's calling the police except unless they find you. The hell with that.
Right. All right. Least favorite Thanksgiving dish. Like what
main dish or dessert?
Anything. Just
that damn cranberry in a can. And then when they shook it,
come out in the big and it's still shaped.
It's still shaped like the can.
Still got the little ring around.
It got the ring around it, and then you hit it, and it's like Jello, but it's not Jello. Nah, I ain't do the cranberry sauce, man.
If you got peas on your side dish, keep it. I don't do peas.
Right.
I don't put them in my mashed potatoes. Peas, you put them on my plate. If they ain't stuck to nothing, I'm gonna put my plate over the trash and let them roll off.
Let them just roll off. You know what? You never scrape peas off. You just let them roll.
Just let them roll. Man.
Yeah.
I don't do peas. So. And last but not least,
that's funny shit, man. Them damn peas, boy.
Yeah,
oh my God, that's an acquired taste.
What? As far as you, what hip hop song brought out the most emotion in you? Like maybe even almost made you misty-eyed, or just brought out a feeling of deep emotion, like sadness.
Oh yeah, it's Dear Mama.
Dear Mama.
Yeah. Because everybody love their mama. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't like your mama, you still love your mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm the youngest too, so I'm a mama's boy. So yeah.
Tupac, Dear Mama.
Tupac's Dear Mama.
Yeah, he actually got 2 songs you got Brenda's Got a Baby.
That was a good one.
That was a good song. That one might strike more with women than it do men.
Yeah. And then I gotta give honorable mention to the song with Ghostface.
Yeah, that's
All
mine.
I Got Is You.
That's mine.
Now, who sang? Was that Mary J. Blige singing?
Mary J. Blige sang on the original, but if you watch the video, Takitha,
okay,
did the not the remake, but as far as the video.
Video, yeah, either one, yeah. You can't go wrong with either one.
Yeah, but that brings out, because a lot of people went through that struggle. Like that's probably one of the most.
That's the realest.
One of the realest, like, I mean, that whole, I mean, and it's crazy because it's just one long verse.
Yeah.
It ain't no hook, It's
no hook or nothing. Yeah, it's just one long verse.
And basically, if you haven't heard it, Ghostface Killer, All That I Got Is You, he's basically, what he's talking in the song is true story.
Yeah.
He's talking about his life, because if you watch the Awwll series, he's got 2 brothers with muscular dystrophy. Mm-hmm. And that's what he says in the song and all that, so. And basically, it's a real. He said in an interview he had brothers that was in jail writing them letters like I was bawling. Like,
yeah. He said dudes were walking up to him like big dudes,
big burly dudes like bawling like,
yeah,
that's
like,
all, man.
Yeah,
that's all I got is you, man. I felt like you were speaking right to me.
yeah.
So that's probably my favorite as far as emotions.
Yeah, definitely.
So we just did our Obscure 5. We want to thank everybody who tuned in to this episode 5. Oh shit, another podcast because everybody and their mama got one. Yep. Hip hop adjourned. And if you check this out, you know, like I said, check out the other ones. We got 4 more. We might be uploading some more to SoundCloud, but unfortunately, we're running out of space. So we might have to get rid of the older ones and put up the newer ones.
And if anybody knows how to post this to Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah, how do you post? Like, we still old heads. I'm trying to figure out how to post links on. I know how to do it on Twitter, but IG is like I post the link and it's just the link.
Yeah, I want to post at least a clip of what we're doing, something. Yeah, help a brother out.
So you know, make sure you go out to support. Loyalty is everything. The live merchandise, Twilight Star Productions. Also Hustler Steak, my boy Flossie, his clothing line. My boy Anthony Mills. Make sure you check out his project. Tony Sauna, the DORC project. And we about to get out of here. So we'll catch you on the next podcast. I am Mr. October.
D-Dub.
Peace.
Peace.